Hello there, today is recapping day 39 of working on a currently untitled project, so let's hop right in. Today's going to be a short day, or a short video. Yesterday was just a massive cleanup of everything. I renamed a bunch of stuff, I renamed a bunch of variables, so on and so forth. It was just a couple hours of grunt work, and I'm back where I started. I'm just prepping the project for Crunchy Fox to join, and just want to tidy things up. And it's also just a thing that I should do anyways. A lot of stuff just like renaming different things to be, oh, somehow these two escaped, so bad example. But, you know, apart from that, I also upgraded to a Unity 6.3, which was thankfully very seamless as far as things go. It just took a while to, boot everything up for the first time, and I needed to recompile a few things. So yeah, that's all the core changes. If you want to listen to me ramble for a short bit, then feel free to stick around. Otherwise, feel free to click off. So yeah, in terms of what the cleanup was, as sort of noted here, it was renaming a bunch of things in the vertical slice stuff to, AVS, just to distinguish everything. So there was that, so everything's now AVS. It was renaming all public variables in the project in several dozen files to use upper camel case instead of lower camel case, and renaming all private variables to use underscore lower camel case. I usually, I historically haven't actually gone with a different naming convention for private variables, but because that's rather important in Unity, not to say it isn't important in Unreal, just I don't use private variables as much in Unreal, I guess, for some reason. Yeah, I just haven't used a different naming convention for them. Not really sure why. So this is sort of I'm trying it out. I'll see if it works. Otherwise, I might go through and rename everything again, but it seems unlikely. I'll probably just stick with this. Because I don't want to go through everything in the project again. I mean, look at how many files there are. So for the public variables, you also need to do, formally serialized as on all of them. And then you need to do what I'm going to be mentioning next, which is resaving all the prefabs and all the scenes, and making sure that everything got saved properly and everything's updated properly. And then then I also resaved all the weapons. I actually missed a few in my first pass, but managed to get them before I finalized everything. And then you go ahead and remove those tags on literally all the variables and all the files, and you just hope that nothing's broken. And there were a few things that were broken, but nothing that couldn't be resolved easily, thankfully. I also deleted a few vertical slice assets that weren't being used, really, just a few test assets. They were the .obj files I imported because I was testing out to see if obj files were better than FBX for a particular reason, before discovering that the issue was actually something else entirely. I think that was the world vertices issue, where for these guys I have to turn off world vertices, or on this guy at least I have to turn off world vertices. Because, yeah. Otherwise the effect I have doesn't work properly. And yeah, as far as the upgrade to Unity 6.3 goes, yeah, again, seamless. We compiled a few assets that needed it. The Amplify shader editor shaders and the VFX graphs. Other than that, like, totally smooth upgrading from 6.2 to 6.3. So I'm very thankful for that. But it did take like 15 minutes to open up the editor. Yeah, that's everything. If you have any comments, questions, ideas, or anything else on your mind, leave a comment below. Thank you for your time, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care.